Hi, this is Adina of AdinaO'Neill.com. I am a mom, a wife, a triathlete, an entrepreneur, and just a regular person trying to live their best life. I want to talk to you today about cold water swimming. I'm actually coming to you right from my trunk before a swim so I can share with you some of the tips and things that I use to prepare both before and after a cold water swim. The number one rule is swim with a partner. It's so important to always have someone with you, and even as it gets colder, you might actually want to have a partner who's on the shore who can help you get in and out of any of your gear. Okay, so cold water may be relative depending on where you live, and you're actually just going to decide for your own self what temperature feels best for you. And when you start feeling cold, that's when cold water swimming happens. A good rule of thumb is anything that's below the 100 mark is really getting cold. So that means air temperature plus water temperature. If you add that up and it's under 100, it's getting really cold. So here's some things that you can use. First off, always have plenty of warm layers to put on before and after you swim. Okay, and then when you get into the water, you're going to start using some different gear to help keep you warm. Number one is a wetsuit. I have, this is my wetsuit and I keep it stored inside out, and I have it this way because I wanted to show you, this is actually a thermal wetsuit, and you can see it's got this really warm fleece lining, and it is like the best. This keeps me warm. I've been in water up to 46 degrees Fahrenheit, and it definitely keeps me nice and toasty warm. I started using this personally when I got around like 55. Then we started adding on some other accessories. The number one accessory that I recommend for everybody, whether using a wetsuit or not, is the thermal cap. If you keep your head warm, your body is going to be warm. If you heard my running video, I said the same thing, right? But it's so true. Again, it's got that thermal lining. You keep that your head warm. It also covers your ears, and that keeps you super warm. Okay, you can then also add thermal booties and thermal gloves. Keep in mind that, you know, these things are going to keep you warm to a certain extent, but you really have to decide for yourself where your own boundaries are. Some people also like to layer thermal wetsuit tops underneath their wetsuits, or wear a standard wetsuit with a wetsuit top. So there's lots of different options that you can check out. Another safety measure to keep in mind is you always want to be visible. If you have other people that you're swimming with, or there are other people out there swimming, even if there's just a few people, always have your bright colored buoy for visibility and a bright colored cap. I will put my bright colored cap on top of my thermal cap, so that way I can still be seen and still be nice and toasty warm. Another tip, thinking about the caps, is earplugs. Even if you're not a person who likes to wear earplugs, which I normally do not wear earplugs, once I got swimming in the colder water, I added just these silicone earplugs, very simple to use, and it keeps the water from getting in your ears. Now, normally it doesn't bother me if I get a little bit of water in my ears, but I was noticing that the cold water in my ears can tend to make you feel dizzy and even have kind of some like vertigo kind of feelings. So earplugs are huge for cold water swimming. And the thing I want to tell you about when you get out of the water. So when you get out of the water, you want to get your wetsuit off straight away, and you can use a towel, obviously, or I have this dry robe that has a nice hood, and it's really nice and big. So I throw it on, I take my wetsuit off, I'll put this on right away, so that way I can take my bathing suit off no matter where I am. I mean, there's no changing facilities here in the parking lot, but this allows me to get the wet bathing suit off without flashing everybody, okay? And then once you get that on, you kind of want to start warming yourself up. Always have a nice warm hat. I mean, today it's like 60 degrees, so nobody's wearing warm hats, but I have my warm hat. Again, I'm gonna warm my head up right when I'm done swimming, so that way I can warm the rest of my body up. And then I'll put on whatever layers of clothes that I have on, t-shirt, sweatshirt, sweatpants, wool socks, you know, maybe some like nice fuzzy slippers or boots, whatever's gonna help your body get nice and warmed up. And here's a little tip. Don't worry about putting your underwear on. I know, it really is not important, and when you're cold cold, it's a step that you can skip. So just throw your clothes right on and you can put your underwear on back at home, okay? So anyway, the next thing that I wanted to share with you is that when you are all nice and warm and you have all your clothes back on, you maybe get back in your car, the first thing you want to do is drink something warm, like tea or coffee. I always have, and I don't have it here because it's in the front of my car, but I always have like a thermal mug full of tea, so that way when I'm done swimming, I can start drinking warm tea and start warming my core body temperature back up, because you need to warm your body temperature back up. If you do not do that, you may feel what they call aftershock, after drop, and you know, that's a story for another time. So those are my tips for getting ready for a cold open water swim and how you are going to recover kind of afterwards. Oh, and the last thing I forgot to mention was you also, want to wait a little bit before you jump in the shower. If you are feeling still kind of cold, give your body some time to warm your body temperature up before you hop into the shower, because that hot shower can actually kind of feel scalding and really uncomfortable if you're still cold from your swim. So I hope that helped you out, and I hope to see you again on another video. Thanks for watching.